What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk Luna Classic 12x. What does it mean and how realistic is that dollar number? Because we seem to have just got a little bit closer to that. So if you are into Luna Classic and you like this sort of content, do me a favor, hit that like button. It does get the message out about Luna Classic, and you guys have been absolutely killing it. The challenge is always 1,000 likes on this video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel where we talk about Luna Classic and everything else going on in the crypto world, and don't forget our live streams 4 p.m. Eastern every single night. Come and hang out and talk crypto and Luna Classic. Now let's jump into this video. Now, community-led Terra Classic now worth 12x more than Do Kwon-led Terra Luna. Terra Classic came back as made all more evident as the recent price spikes now place 26th biggest project by market capitalization. And again, I said this in a previous video, you guys have done that. You guys at the Terra Luna Classic community made CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko stand up and absolutely set Terra Luna Classic as where it is. No longer are we the failed project. We are something very, very special that has been rebuilt to be better than it ever was before. So it continues. It says Terra Classic has a current market cap of 3.3 billion. How insane is that? If you like the fact that, hit the like button. 12x higher than Terra Luna's 258 million. Plans to revive the previously dead Terra Classic chain have taken effect, leading to near 1,900% gains since bottoming at 4885. And again, if you've been following my channel, we started covering this way back in May when no one else was talking about it, when no one else had any hope, and we knew something special was coming with Luna Classic. And if you have been following this channel, you are probably sat on some insane gains right now. I mean, literally, you must be sat there thinking, man, I'm glad I caught that 2-bit live stream. So it talks a little bit about the Luna staking bot and the supply currently staked, which we've seen at over 8.8%. And again, just a huge step forward for the entire Luna Classic community. The Do Kwon misfire said Terra ecosystem implosion was triggered by UST stablecoin. The reason I'm referencing that is it is on the roadmap for us to bring that back. And I think it could be really interesting, the mechanic that's it. But right now, it's all about the burn tax. It's all about stability on the network, and it's all about reducing that supply. Now, when we talk about $1, and I haven't made a video, there's been loads of videos talking about the dollar and how we're going to get there, and you know, I kind of haven't gone into that world, but I do think as we start to just unravel this ecosystem that we've got, and equally we start getting into this in a bit more detail, the support from big institutions, big centralized exchanges, and actually people that are standing up and talking about Luna Classic is almost becoming a tidal wave that you can't avoid. We got this news only today. It says, what's your price prediction for Luna Classic at the end of 2022? And a lot of people just look at it and go, it's KuCoin tweeting about Luna Classic. But actually, this is so much more. This is much more. This is getting to the point where we're seeing big exchanges adopting Luna Classic. We've already seen USDT pairings, USTC pairings, the tether to Luna Classic, which is absolutely insane. That's just adding to the possibilities of trading Luna Classic. I still think we could see Coinbase go back on what they've said. Again, they only suspended Luna Classic transactions as opposed to remove them completely. So it means they can turn that back on pretty quickly. And I actually think when you're looking at $4 billion in volume, Coinbase would be pretty foolish to not. And I think they are watching very, very closely. And I think over the next 2 or 3 days, I think we could see something announced from Coinbase. We are waiting for Binance to give that tweet that says they're going to support the burn tax. Now, we know we're going to see it with withdrawals and deposits, but not on-chain transactions, which is what we all wanted. But that doesn't mean that that isn't going to come before we land. 21st of September is now the date for the Epoch Hype 9475, where we see that burn tax implemented. But again, we saw this news from KuCoin. KuCoin will support the 1.2% burn tax proposal for the Terra Luna Classic community. And then equally, we got this from Binance. We just talked about it, about the deposits and withdrawals. And look, people were disappointed by this. But what does it mean? You've got KuCoin tweeting about it. We've got Binance. And be very clear, Binance know what's going on. They're being very savvy in how they do this. But these are huge exchanges. We've seen Mexi quadruple in terms of volume going through there for Luna Classic. So when you start to talk about price predictions, you start to talk about the potential to get to a $1. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, we need to see significant volume. But right now, I don't see any other way than Luna Classic going up. I think at this rate, we could be knocking a zero down by the end of September, certainly early October, if we can continue the volume, we continue the developments. And actually, when you listen to people like Vegas Morph and Edward King, the developers at Terra Rebels, talk, there is so much more coming to this. There is so much more in the pipeline. There are projects wanting to come back to Luna Classic. We've got burns, we've got staking. Everything right now is going in the right direction. And bear in mind, we are still in a bear market. So where's my price prediction? I think we kill a zero by the second week of October, and I think we could run into the high fives by the end of the year, given what we are. What we hope to see, though, will be at least 1 trillion, maybe even 2 trillion tokens burned by the end of the year. And that really will start to set us on the path to something incredibly special with Luna Classic. But let me know in the comments down below, where's your price prediction by the end of the year? Don't forget, smash that like button. Let's get this out. Let's get people back hyped about Luna Classic. Let's break the sixes tomorrow. Let's get on with it. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.